how's everybody doing? Go ahead and get ready for this stream here. Hello? All right. Sounds pretty good. So, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in here. I might do some city stuff later on, depending on how I feel. All right, let's get loaded in here. So yes, with the thumbnail you guys are seeing, it is not clickbait. I actually got those engines. And I am loving it. All right, it's all in my workshop. Okay. So currently I'm building up on this 264. I downloaded the NS conversion units and got those added in there, 4000 to 4005. So I've got a BNSF Ace, a BNSF Jibo, and then 4001. So I'm gonna build myself a little 264 with that. Or who knows, I might build me a 265. Because 265's been known, he used to have them on Sundays for 264. So I might build it and rename it 265 instead. But I do like this mic. This new mic picks up everything, no matter which direction I'm facing from the camera, or from the microphone rather. Alright, it's holding us at 89% here. Good morning to my other viewer. Alright, we are loaded in here. Got our BNSF Ace, Jivo, and 4001. So we're going to go ahead and add our spine cars, containers first, of course. Oop, not a trailer. You can kind of build it how you want. See, there's a coupling issue. So I added 2 A's. So I need to add a C there. We'll go back to the stacks real quick. Do another cut of stacks. Loco Productions, good morning. You are joining right here at my midnight to sunrise stream. Hunter and Autumn 2021, hello, welcome, welcome. I'm currently building a 264. I'll go ahead and show you the power here. Got a BNSF Ace, a BNSF Gevo, and NS 4001. This is AB Studios freight car pack, so it comes with real life containers and trailers, and you'll see it loads them in weird because it's selecting from a random group of containers that it can choose from at random. I won't spoil what those options are, unless you've already seen past streams, in which case you know or can see through that. But there are some good ones that it chooses from, for sure. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop it here so we can at least run it, see how it works, see how she rides. So I added a custom horn to my aces. All my different aces have a custom horn. Definitely not gonna run in the morning. Love my afternoon. Let's do a place that I love. We'll do from the mainline crew change right there on the Montana High Line all the way to Shelby Station. First stream you've seen by me. I've done a few of them. I started last week, and I seem to really enjoy it. Everybody else seems to enjoy it, which makes me happy. So that makes me keep doing it. But yeah, I usually do about an hour, 2 hours of virtual Railfanning, but because I've been doing stuff and really busy this weekend, I'm gonna do a straight 7-8 hour stream. So people can join up and leave as they please, and I'll still be streaming. Alright, it's taking us a little while to get loaded in. It's because it's a pretty big route. And I've got a mostly custom consist that I'm loading in with custom assets that the game itself did not provide. Third parties provided that. So it's gonna take a little while to load us in, but once it gets us in, it's gonna be great. I can tell you that. Train Sim 2021 is by far my favorite sim. I mean, it is just beautiful. Of course, Trains with a Z, the Railroad Sim 2019 is nice. There are a lot of things you can add. You can do a lot of, you know, modding and stuff to it, but there's just much more options and much more beauty with Train Sim because of the graphics. The graphics are just gorgeous. And I'm building a route currently. Ooh, Oliver Rail Productions. Love your vids, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much. I actually need to upload some from the last couple nights that I was out watching trains. I got a really good horn show from a day late 153 with 183 cars and a UP leader. Actually, no, never mind. The day late was 183 cars, and then the one with the UP was about 60 cars. They were friendly. Gave me a horn show that 238 that night. It was Monday, 238. Or actually, no, it was Tuesday. 238 Tuesday night was 190 cars, 130 stacks, and then the rest were manifests. So it was really nice, a really nice thing to get. All right, we're in. There goes the sound. UP is your favorite railroad. Yeah, we used to get UP a lot, but now we get mainly BNSF. So BNSF's become a favorite for me. Take my screenshots here. So we got BNSF 9193, 68, 81, and then 4001. We'll get a good picture there. And then our horn. Set our reverser, set our brake, start rolling. Oop, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the map, that's right. So we want to see if we're meeting something here, which we are. And we got a clear signal there. We got a yellow signal there, which means I'm not meeting something there. Okay. What about the second one? Am I meeting something at the second one? Nope, nothing at the second one. I know I'm usually meeting something on, yeah, I'm meeting something on double track. So we got one thing we're meeting. And then, any tips on reskinning? I don't do the reskins, but I have some great websites that I use. Searchlight Simulations, abstudios.wix. It's a Wix website. Railworks America has most of the stuff that I have on here, like the horn came from Railworks America. 4001 came from Railworks America. A lot of this stuff came from Railworks America. A lot of the stuff that I have in my game, I'd say about 80% of my additionals, my add-ons, came from Railworks America. It's that good of a site. I mean, they have like 60 pages worth of engine reskins, like KCS Max, KCS Aces, which I have, Tacoma Rail, Arkansas, Missouri. There's a Conrail Ace reskin. There's some Conrail SD60s. There's some lightweight passenger cars, including a circus train and the Norfolk Southern office car special. So I do all types of stuff. They've got reefer reskins for like the refrigerator cars, right? Like right there. Got like reskins with real companies on them. Real hoppers with companies and graffiti for BNSF ones. All types of stuff. See, we're meeting a Gevo set, and then I believe that was a GP38-2. Go ahead and grab a screenshot of them. There we are there. So go ahead and come around that bend there. Start the sequence. I did hear about CP and KCS, yes. So you got the real containers. These are the ones it chooses at random. CSX, Hub Group, Patch Hub to EMP, FedEx, All White, Schneider's, Patch Pacers, JB Hunt, Expo, Amazon Prime. I mean, it picks from like the real ones. Swift, regular Pacer stack train. It knows which pairs go together usually, and it picks from there. So you see, got double Pacers, double Hubs, Prime and FedEx together. Those show up on our 264 a lot. Those CH Robinson, the JBs together, Spine cars, usually the ones that are normally on there, Schneiders and JBs. One of my favorite sets is a patched hub red over a pacer, usually a patch pacer. For our line, we don't get many regular pacer stack trains. Thank you. I think the horn is really nice. Actually, we're getting to that spot where I usually do a nice little zoom. A zoom with a curve there. Beautiful with the patch hub, the UMAX, and 4 patch pacers. Because I love me some patch pacers. Come up a little bit. Grab a nice shot of us going around that curve there. Straighten it out. Which means I know we're getting close to this crossing here. So we can go ahead and kick it in the high ball. Since we're not meeting anything until we're on double track, which we can pass at track speed anyways. So go ahead and kick her up in the high gear here. Come around the bend there. Go up to here. Spin her around. Grab him hitting that turnout right there at the Pacific Junction and the Highline subdivision sign. See, we're doing track speed right there. You can see us flying and leaning around that curve. See, we're like full on leaning. You can see us there as well as right there. Leaning just a little bit on this side, but you can see it more. Like as I sit there, you can see the lean in the cars. Now this spot is my favorite spot on this line, which is why I love coming out of that crew change. So I can stay in here, and whoever made this route put a person there, so I can stand there and get a shot of the train flying through with almost like a virtual rail fan. The stacks are from AB Studios Freight Car Pack. I'll try to find the site and link it in this stream. There's a really good spot I like to get right up here at the bridge. Because, see, I'm all about taking photos. That's what I do, you know, as a hobby. I'm a real fan. I love taking good photos. So I find a good spot on the line where I can get a really nice photo. It's about as low as I can get without the grass blocking me. So we'll do a couple runs by at track speed. I like to get a good ground up angle here. Yeah. Just like that. Can really see the speed we're doing. I believe we're in the highest notch as well. So we are highballing it like a Z train right now. Sometimes I'll do runs like this. And when I'm recording, when I used to record and, you know, edit together videos, I would get right at a signal and get it flying through a signal. This is the Montana Highline route. It comes with the game, it's payware, and it gives you a couple different BNSF units and some more rail cars. So actually what I'm going to do, because I have yet to pull them out. You saw that I had a 905 there, or a 906 rather, a link to the route. It's through the game, so you would just go to the store and it'll be right there under routes. Yeah, it's provided by Dovetail Gaming. It's one of their developer created routes, which is why it comes with rolling stock and engines. Most of the, actually, now I think about it, the third party routes don't come with it unless they're like made by developers. Like the routes that people like, you know, you or I would make and publish, people would have to have those assets and stuff downloaded in order to play that route the way it would be played. I mean, unless we, you know, threw it up and published it as a free roam route, in which case, you know, they would be able to drive them without actually having the assets. Although I don't think that would really work either, because it would have to be stuff that the game provided. You know, like you can put heritage units on a Miami route, because the game provides the heritage units. So the game has a way of loading them in. But if you put like third party content in there, I don't think it'll load them in. Excuse me, I don't think it will load them in. All right. So let's make ourselves a UP excursion, you could say. I'm going to give it 844 in the middle. And the way we'll do it is do a couple UP refrigerators, because we're definitely going to be running those things at full speed. We would hate for passengers to, we'll put one, because they're pretty large, so we'll put one. Not mistaken, yeah, the second sleeper is the end car. So we'll put sleeper 1. It's a diner. So we'll put another sleeper. Forgot what the RPO is. That's the other baggage. We'll put the RPO in front of the baggage then. Actually, no, we'll put it after, because it's got a baggage door on that one side. Okay, we'll put a couple coaches in there. Put another diner. We'll put a lounge. Put another coach. And we'll throw in our other sleeper. The end car, rather. We'll have that little window, which will let us know that's the end side. You know what? Actually, I kind of want to make this larger. I'm going to add more coaches. There we go. That looks a little bit more like a excursion, less like a OCS. We'll put UP excursion, Mopac, and Katie. And I always put the length. I always do it just so when I pick a train to drive, I know how big it is and what it'll fit. Timothy, I got those intermodal cars through a group called AB Studios. They have a Wix site. If you're not on the Facebook group, Train Sim 2020 fans or Train Simulator enthusiast group, those groups, make sure you get on them if you like Train Sim, because those groups will give you the websites and all the stuff that you will want to add to your game to make it more realistic. I'm telling you right now that they've got it. So we're going to run this down to Kansas City, Topeka. We're going to start in Kansas City. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I told my buddies in the beginning when I started playing this, I was like, don't worry. I was like, you can ask me for where I get my mods. I'm not one of those people that's just not going to tell anybody and then kind of have some really good mods and nobody else knows where to get them unless they ask somebody else. I'm not that type of person. I will gladly share where I get my stuff from, and I will definitely warn you, ahead of time if certain things don't work for me, like the CSX pack that I found. doesn't work for me. The aces don't load in. I'm pretty sure it's something I'm doing wrong, even though I'm following the README file, you know, as correctly as I think it is. But you know, it's just not working. So some stuff I can't get in the game, some stuff I can. Some stuff works sometimes and doesn't work other times. I've got KCS Aces, KCS Max, KCS ES44s, and I've got the Kansas City Southern Safety Unit on here. I've got BNSF GEVOs, all the BNSF engines, the switchers, and all that. UP, I've got all of those too, as well as the switchers and the Heritage. I've got the NS Heritage GEVOs and the Aces. The NS Aces won't load in for me. I just have the M-2s, so any Norfolk Southern EMD I have is either, you know, a GP60 or Operation Lifesaver 40-2 or a Conrail patch, or I have the NS GEVO. I have the 40, 44 DC and the 44 AC, and as well as the -9, and then the 4,000 units. So I haven't seen what this or heard what this horn is. Let me see. Oh, I like that. Nice bell. So we're in the lounge there. I'm going to take a screenshot right before we roll out. So let's go ahead and center on us. We got a long ways to go. See, we're meeting, we're not meeting anything. Something might pop out of that portal, I'm not sure, for an AI train, but other than that, I don't think we're meeting anything. We're meeting something there, right at that spot, which is good, because I never really ever meet anything right there. We're meeting a triple ace intermodal, I believe, somewhere right in there. Got a parked train on the siding there that we're gonna pass up. Wonder if we're meeting anything else. We're meeting a service, probably a UP grain, right outside Topeka. So let's go ahead and pick her up in a higher gear there. There's our end car. We're going to move up one. Always move up a car so I can get the end and kind of right on the edge instead of centered. This route, Nasir, is the Granger Heartland route. This is also payware through the Dovetail Gaming. You can find it on the store in the game or on the Steam store for the game. The UP Heritage is also provided by Dovetail Gaming. You can buy that pack. The horn is from Railworks America. It is one of the UP Heritage horns. I believe it's 1996, UP 1996. So you should get a nice frontal shot there. We're moving pretty quick. There we go. That's a better one. Going around a bend there. Doesn't look like we're meeting anything. There we go. Forgot to turn the headlights on. That's a important one, huh? There's our first crossing. We're going to go up to the second one there. Got a couple spots up here. We can get some good flyby shots. Got a pretty good spot here. This is a good one. Right here on the curve there. As this route, you can get pretty good speeds and do a nice little horn show whenever you want, wherever you want. This one's always a good one. Pretend that you're getting out of work here. See a UP excursion go through. It is definitely fun to rail fan. There's a lot of spots you can, jump around, move to different crossings, get a nice long zoom if you wanted to. I believe this is where, this is where we're meeting that second train. Right around here. We're starting to move now. Trying to find a good spot on this side of the fence. Yeah, so that's my UP excursion. Then y'all saw I had the OCS, then I have a military. Now I've got some interesting power that I kind of want to run down the end line. And I'll probably go ahead and find some more things to install onto the game. So I've got a whole lot of, I've got like 100 downloads that I hadn't put in here yet. I already put like 50 in today. I figured 50 was, or yesterday, I figured 50 was enough. Because I really wanted to get in here and play the game, but I didn't want to play until I got the horns in, until I got all the aces in. I ran an all ace showcase, which is the thumbnail there. All those aces. I got like 30 aces in there. I've got a few. Alright, we are loaded in here. Let's go ahead and build ourselves a local. Now I need to change the horns for 4000 to 4005, of course. I need to give them a better horn. So I've got the OLS 40-2 here. Operation Lifesaver. Got a high nose, a high hood 40-2. And I've got some Conrail quality with patched NS underneath the numbers and actually over the number. So we're going to do a couple of those. Oh, got some buffer in there. That was strange. Had a major buffer, for me at least. So I've got a 40 DC there. So I'm actually going to throw my OLS in here. And the Conrail as well. Make them cab to cab. And since the Conrail one at this point in time doesn't run, we'll have the Northeastern. Where is it? I had it highlighted there. Here it is. The Northeastern Ace there. We'll have that as our power for the lead power, and then the Jevo on the rear for when we back stuff in or have to run around our train, which we will definitely be doing. So I'm going to get some articulated auto racks here. Just get a few. Yeah, that's about enough. Then we'll grab some box cars. Since we've got a good bit of them. No, we're not going to do that one. Do a plain double door. Do a couple brown loaded. We'll do a blue loaded and a yellow empty. We'll do a couple CSX ones for sure. We'll do these. I usually grab, one type of car and then throw in the fillers later. So I've got a Wabash Auto Parts box car there, as well as a Baltimore and Ohio. Throw a UP box in there, a couple BNSF ones as well. Strange, it's not showing up. That was weird. Unless that came with a pack and I just don't realize it. We'll do some tank cars. Got some Procker cars there. See if those load in or not. Probably not. Because I need to have the other ones installed in order for them to load in. Forgot about that. So let me throw in some tankers here. And I'll throw in the reefers as well. I'm going to go back once we get this local loaded in and see how it looks. I'll go back and add some of the things that I need to. Get a dirty silver and a clean silver. Do some bulkhead flat cars here. The inline also has a little siding in the middle of like a small downtown area, so we're gonna definitely throw in some flat cars as well. And do that towards the end here. Get some Burlington Northern stuff in there. Do some hoppers as well. Do some weathered ones. Oop, didn't mean to add that to the back. I meant to insert that. BNSF one. Then do a clean. Couple of clean hoppers there. Throw in some auto rack. There we go. Knows exactly what we're gonna put in. I'll throw some in here and there. I'm probably gonna do it in one big cut somewhere in here. I'll do it after the auto parts boxcars, actually. Got some unmarked brown ones and some unmarked yellows and some UPs. I'm gonna, once I throw in my actual auto racks, we're gonna have TTX and all of those thrown in there. TTX and NS and CSX and TFM and Kansas City Southern, all types of the real companies are gonna get thrown in there, so we can have some of those. We're actually gonna put our trailers on the rear. And we'll just have them be flat cars. We're not gonna do the spine cars. Just get them all loaded in here. And you can set it to be however you want it. You know, like for this scenario, maybe they only got 3 of those trailers and not 4, so there's going to be an empty space in there. Different company ordered some. Maybe they have 2 cars, so theirs is, or maybe 3 cars, maybe. So we had to give them their 3 cars back, even though one of them's empty. That's flat car 1 empty. I want to make it flat car 2 empty. That way they're the same color flat car. No, it wouldn't make sense because we're going to have to disconnect those. Alright, so we're going to do NS NERW ACE 3966 feet. Northeastern, confirm. And for our route, we're going to do the Norfolk Southern N line, which is based out of Salisbury, New York. Let's see, here it is. We're going to go from Salisbury Yard. We're going to work down to Halls Ferry Junction siding. We're going to go around late evening. Let's get loaded in here. This is a good route to take things at speed. Surprisingly, the curves on here are very good. One thing you guys, most of you know about me, is the speed limits on this game. I don't really follow them because it's a game. You know, you're supposed to have fun. So I'm gonna have fun and take a 8,000 foot train down a line at 65 miles an hour with unnecessary DPUs, so I can get up to that speed and maintain that speed through the entire 200-mile route or whatever the distance that I go is. I can take a OCS train and do 70 down the High Line and meet things, or I can take a 5,000 foot military train down the Miami route, at 10 miles an hour or whatever, whatever you want to do. So I don't really follow the speeds. Thank goodness I don't derail often because I know just how to control it. I'm getting a little better at controlling it around certain. Oh, strange. Oh, wait. I wiped my thing off and it kicked me out. It's a messenger there. Oh. There we go. So we'll hop back in. Load back on. Should save what we had done, unless it takes our quick drive and puts it on something else, in which case we'll just change it back and start again. Easy as that. We don't have to rebuild it because we saved it. I might jump on City Skylines later. I want to keep building my city because I definitely want to stream that for YouTube as well. All of us building a city together. You guys get to name the districts, and maybe some of the street names can be named after y'all or whatever. Whatever we settle on. Yep. Yep. Saved everything. All right. Start. So we'll get loaded in here, take that train down the end line. I eventually want to modify that route and build the main line off of it a little bit farther. Since it mainly focuses on that local line, I kind of want to build down that main line a little bit. And do some more work to it, maybe. I've got a couple friends that live up that way, so I can probably get some accurate references for the route. Yeah, probably. See, we've got one viewer in here, so I'm gonna probably jump on City Skylines after a little bit, and we'll figure all that out. That way, even if nobody's watching it live, you guys can at least see what I'm doing and figure out how that's gonna work for stream. That's a nice bridge. I would have gone for a more compressed angle without that in the way. I would have turned the camera so the nose of the engine's a little more centered, facing me, so I could get more of the train in the shot without that obstruction. But that's just me. I usually try to get good shots like that with that a little bit more on the edge, but because of all the trees, that was good. I definitely want to try depth of field at some point so I can get shots like that. I got the Clinchfield line. I hadn't run it at a good enough time of day to get some lighting like that, but So let's go ahead and look at our outside here. Beautiful. So we got a Conrail patched. Oh, it's even got the door. It's not loading that in properly. Missing text, it's saying. But at least it gave us the door, so we can at least get some shots of that. Operation Lifesaver. The numbers are kind of patched over for whatever reason. And then the 44 DC Givo with a number redo and the lettering redo. We got articulated racks. And then our cars there. See what our headlight situation is. Ooh, nice horn. Hear the locals firing up back there, the local yard switchers. That's what I call them, yard units. Because you don't really see them unless they're in yards or on manifest to be transferred from yard to yard. And then road power, stuff you see out on the main road, main line. So we're going all the way down there, so we got some stuff we can do with these different industries. We gotta, that's the drop off for the trailers. I think we have another runaround track somewhere down here. Yeah, we got another runaround track, so we can drop stuff off here. So I didn't put any refrigerators on it this time. Yeah, see, the gate was going to come back up, but it noticed the end of the train was pretty close. The gates automatically come back up if the train's a lot longer than it expects it to be. It expects it to be like the size of an Amtrak train. So if the train's even a little bit longer, it won't stay down the entire length. But if it notices the end is coming pretty quickly, it'll stay down long enough for the end to go by. Go to idle. Coming off that line there, so we'll go ahead and hang out at this guy's house. Get our train actually coming off the line. See, I'm gonna do stuff like this, like little simple sidings that have grass growing and, you know, a rusted barrier track or barrier right there. Little residentials next to a little bit of industrial. It should be on the game. That's where I got it. Look for Montana, because that's what it. Montana, and then Highline, Hiline, or Hi-Line. Little spur tracks that are grown over because they don't get used much. This is the end line route for the end line locals in Salisbury, North Carolina. Oh, I never did a little curve zoom shot. There we go. It's not from the workshop. Like I said, these games are provided by the game. So you would have to go to the store within the game or the Steam store for the game. The workshop stuff is third-party stuff. That's where people like you or me could publish a route. The stuff provided by the game is in the actual store. Coming in pretty fast to our first drop. Yeah, so our drop's gonna be up here. So go ahead and set the switch for that, since we're going to be coming in on the side track there, and then coming out onto the main again, because we're going to be dropping the trailers off. So we're going to get these cars in there and get our trailers in. So we're going to pull up pretty far in order to get our trailers in. So we won't be blocking much for that long, because it'll be a simple stop, uncouple. See, I've got the let's figure out where the brake is. Yeah, the brake's gonna have to be somewhere right in here. See, I got the clean hoppers. We'll go ahead and increase our throttle a little bit so we can get a little farther in here. Got the BNSF, and you see the clean is all white, and the weathered has soot on the sides. See the clean versus the weathered. It's not too weathered, but it's weathered enough. Cushion underframe, auto parts, box cars, and our auto racks. Yeah, so our trailers hadn't even hit, they just hit the double track. So at least get them in there, get them uncoupled. Okay, good, as long as they don't couple. So go ahead and set the track away from those, so no incoming local runs into them by accident, you know. So our next industry will be, let's see, I don't have any gondolas, so we're not going to drop in the Crescent. We'll run through there, do a runaround, and drop off some Drop off a box there. Actually, we might pick up that refrigerator and set it here on the siding with the boxes, so that the boxcar, so that the, you know, maybe a fictional local for the next day or for later that night can get to work on dropping those off at their industries. Yeah, so we're gonna pull the bit of the train there. We're actually gonna leave part of the train somewhere back in here where it's not blocking a road. A little too fast there. I could take this at speed, but considering I'm doing a little bit of local work, I'm not going to. I'm gonna try and keep it below 40 if I can. Got a pretty long ways to go. So I'll probably keep it right at 40 or just a little bit above it. So it seems I'm going to need to keep the brakes on at least somewhat. I believe we have another crossing up here. Yeah, we've got that little unofficial one. We've got that little unofficial one. And then we've got this one here, which is already ringing. Guess we are coming up on it pretty quickly. Doing some for the little unofficial crossings there. Hello, Train S Gaming. Let's go ahead and run around here. I'm probably going to leave the cars somewhere in between these two crossings so I can, because I believe, oh, there isn't. Okay, well then I'll drop a box there. I'll drop that double door box there. So I probably need to drop more than half my train on this little stretch here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to barely clear the crossing and then throw the brakes in. I might throw it before the crossing, to be honest, since I'm going to have to use all that space to pull my train up. It's probably going to be this box right here. Make sure it doesn't couple again. There we go. Go ahead and ride out there. You guys will at least get to hear the Jivo. When I pull it up here onto this siding and we do the runaround. I'm going to leave the racks on this main line here and then pull from the box forward, or rather from the box back, so I can drop the box off in this little industry here. Right there, I'm going to drop the box there. Yeah, we're going to be blocking some, well, just for a little bit, we're going to be blocking some crossings. I think I went too far again. Or I might, yeah, I don't think I have enough to pull in there. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough because the ending's right there. Alright, well, trial and error. You live and you learn. Well, this one came with gates that aren't there. Yes, the game is, it's a really good game. Now let's see if I can't get these things loaded in here. Come on, File Explorer. There you go. Browse local files. Open up my Railworks. Pull up my downloads. think I can do that. Yeah, because they came as packs. Yeah, browse. That's the thing I didn't do. So I didn't change it to that. Steam library, common, Railworks. You're going to put it in that Railworks one. Because that's the one that the game's actually from. Or for. The one that the game's actually... The one that we're playing is in that folder. So... I'm going to go ahead and do the same for all of these. Yeah, because it didn't save where that was. Common Railworks. Which means once we have the Railworks one in, we can throw in the reefer. I'm sorry, the reefer. Once we have the reefer in from jointed rail, then we can throw the repaint reefers in. It's taking a little while to load in. But yeah, so here I'm going to show you guys, this is where I get all my stuff. Railworks America. Well, that's... Oh, it's good. Okay. We'll do that then. Throw the Proctors in there. I believe the Proctors are already in there, though. Throw the BNSF pack in there for sure. Because I did not see those. Always read the readmes. Okay, we're going to G-Tracks, trains, rail vehicles. Yeah, see, I don't have those. Railworks Trinity hoppers. I do not have any chassis system engines. I know that the Dovetail Gaming is about to come out with some. I do know that. They're about to come out with some. It's that I had to copy from the original offering. I don't know what the original was. I didn't have to do that the last time, so I don't think I have to do it this time. So I'm going to go ahead and install these. $296 items. So yeah, these BNSF hoppers come with graffiti on them. So except for the fifth one. The fifth one is a plain BNSF hopper. So if you want to do, a big BNSF grain train with 7 cars that have graffiti, because they're all different, and I don't really like putting the same, 2 of the same car, because then that's 2 of the same tags. So if you want to do like a big one that's got 7 scattered in there that have graffiti or whatnot, or 3 or 1, and you can flip it so the graffiti is on one side and graffiti is on the other side of the train, so you can flip the actual car around, because I don't think the graffiti is on both sides. So I believe this has the, yeah, that has the Trinity 1. Nope. I thought it was in there. It is not. So go ahead and paste that in there. Just got the reefer. That we'll do the EOT next. I agree. Common Railworks. Throw it in. Start it. Hey, cool kid nice. Welcome to the stream. I'm putting in some of my jointed rail stuff because I forgot to throw it in there. The Autorax pack. That's what we need. See, so this one, the pack 1 offers BNSF, Chicago Northwestern, Canadian Pacific, CSX, and TTX. And we can do them ourselves if we choose to. Kuju, Rail Sim, Rail Network, Freight, Autorack Car. It's Kuju, Rail Sim, US Freight, Biggest Auto Freight, Autorack Car. How to make them faster and more efficient. Like how to build them. I don't think there is a way to make building them quicker. It's kind of just how it is. These installed are the same. NS, KCS, FEC, Conrail, CN, and BN. We'll throw a Conrail logon in there. Let's see where we're putting that. See, the README will always tell you where you're putting the vehicle. Default folder and copy the gondola file. Paste it into the CR. Let's go back to the front here. Throw that up. It's DTG. Oh, looks like I don't have a GP38 pack. Let's see if we can throw it in with something else. There it is, default. Oh, shoot. I didn't hit copy, I hit paste. Copy. We'll stay in the assets. Yes. Route making. Just get the basics down. Watch a couple videos. They'll tell you how to do those. And, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. Alright, so this one we're going to go into DTG, 80 Mac, Looks like I didn't extract that yet, so we're going to extract that. To that folder. And then we're going to go to rail vehicles and all that. Put it in. Alright, it's in. Cool. Go to freight, coal hopper. Copy the GOPCDX. Over default wagon. Grab that. Conrail wagon. Throw that in. So we can actually do the 72-foot reefers pack now. Go to our Searchlight Sim, reefer, rail vehicle, freight. And just throw those in. And that's it. And that's what the README says. Just do that and that's it. Because they already come with their own GOPCDX file. So don't even need to copy it over. We'll do set 2. That one's 224 items. But it's doing it pretty quickly. Yeah, so we'll go to our downloads there. Get rid of both of those. Wonder if we can put these in there. Wonder if these go into my... They require the enhancement sound pack. You know, we'll see about that. They probably do. In which case, you know, joke's on me. But hey, you know, all we can do is try. Doesn't hurt to try. So we're going to copy the default and the DP out and put it in there. And then we're going to copy the cab and then the other files in there. Yep, so that's in there. So we'll go into default, engine. We'll copy that. It doesn't look like we're going to need to grab anything out of there or there. Copy that in, or paste that in. Go back to default, cab view. Copy that. Throw that in there. It's just little things that you have to do, which most people kind of skip over. because they don't really feel like doing it. But it's the little things you got to do to make sure something works and make sure it loads in right. Oh, nope. No. Delete. I don't want to do a shortcut. Back to default, grab driver, and then we'll grab simulation. And that'll be it on those. All right, we're done. Okay, so then we'll grab the coupler fix, because I definitely didn't put that in there yet. Unzip the folder, put it into pack 2. I'm actually going to put it into all of them. At least all my ace ones. Rail vehicles, couplings, Buckeye, type E. We'll overwrite the file there. Do it in this one too. Overwrite the file. Do it in pack 2 as well. Overwrite the file. Then we'll do it in our UP heritage. All right, let's see where that has to get loaded into. Pack 2. So SD70. Let's see, it says we're supposed to copy the BNSF and the cab. Just go into default, engine, copy that. Place it into 1943, and see, this one comes with its own full folders. So all we have to do is just copy the geo files. Oh, no, don't delete. Cav view, and we'll paste it. All right. I could do the Amtrak auto racks. They just kind of they make my train way too heavy for some reason. Whenever I put them on my train, it becomes almost impossible to pull my train, which is so strange to me. All right, those are the dash 9s, I believe. I already put those in there. This one was having issues. Let me read the README, make sure I put them in there right. Copy the GOPCDX. -9 pack, rail vehicles, diesel, -9. Oh, that's why. Because I did the default. Wrong. See, it didn't tell me to put the cab view ones in there. It's got the regular cab one in there, so we'll go to NS and put the NS one. Let me read it again, make sure it doesn't want me to. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. So we'll copy that. Throw that in there. Maybe we'll finally get some CEFX-9s in. Leave that one. This one required something. Screw it. Doesn't matter. Let's see our H1-9s. I don't think I put those in. Non-SS. Okay. Here's the README. So they'll show up as these. I gotta paste the, oh man, paste the 4 folders into all of these. And then the geo file. So of course, I'm not gonna put all of them in there because that's crazy. I only plan on using a few at a time anyways, so. We do 1093. We do 1083. And because I've seen it before, we'll do 987. Now, where do they want me to put those? I already forgot. That's why it's always good to go back to the README. Go to the default and copy the default engine. So this one wants the default engine. So let's see here. Copy these in. Right, those are good. Our H1-9s are in. I did not install those yet. Yeah. So while that's doing its thing, let's look at some other stuff I might want to add in here. So I'm going to need the Gevo sound pack for those. Even though that sound pack is discontinued, I could buy it, but it's just a waste because they're not even using it anymore. So flat car pack. We'll go ahead and extract this one as well, since we haven't. I try to extract them all if possible. So we can get all of our files in there. See, while that's opening up, we'll go ahead and look at some more. Ah, yes, the BNSF Mac. I definitely want those in there. Oh, that's not something I can use. Okay, it's almost done. All right, cool. So we just have to put it in there. Oh, good grief. There we go. Open the RWP file. Generic freight wagon exterior. Replace. Generic freight wagon sound. All right, let's see here. All right, I believe that's good. So we're gonna hop back in, make a little edits to our local, or probably make it a mainline train now, build on it, change the power around. Add some of the new cars that we put in. Once it loads, it's in. All right. Yeah, so we're gonna build on that one right there. Sure is taking a while to load us in here. Guess it's trying to add in all that stuff I just threw into the game. We'll try it again, see if it'll load us in faster. Okay, it completely cooked us out. Kind of figured it would. Favorite type of train? Intermodal for sure. Actually, 238 is my favorite because 238's done a lot lately. 238 used to be all international containers, and then it became containers and manifest loads.